Hello and welcome back to Slime Rancher 2, where last time I spent pretty much whole stream reworking my farm. Now we've got some slightly different slimes than before. Got the Batu Hunters I quite like. Look at them. They're all just sleepy. We can also go invisible. We've got the Honey Rock Largos, who currently I think are going to be making me quite a bit of money. I think honey was quite valuable last time. If we head over into our caves, we've got our ringtail tabbies in here as we enter. Where are they? Okay, we've got ringtail tabbies there, not quite when we entered. Got our angler phosphors as well, because I mean, that makes sense. It's light on both accounts. We head on up this way, and then round the back, we have our, I believe it was Tangle and Flutters we both had. Both have been mixed with the Tangle crystals and Flutter boom slimes. Let's see if Tangle crystals I think look pretty cool. I quite like them. Then the Flutters up here. They're having a lovely time. They'll steadily get their way through those chicken. Probably not so great for chicken. I don't think they're having as lovely of a time. That's not for me to worry about, is it? All I want is I can get these plorts. We can get these stored because we now have our silos moved as well. We currently collect plorts from everywhere except from like side areas. So like all the main kind of bits, such as the rock honey and whatnot. Ah, good to see you. Hi to you as well. Hope you're having a lovely Monday. It's pretty horrible weather here. I'll not lie. It's been raining pretty much whole weekend. I've heard weather's supposed to be pretty bad in a few places at the moment. So just hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well. Now, where was I putting my yolk? That's where I was supposed to go. There we go. My puddle plorts can go in. Yeah, currently in the game, I am just waiting so that I can actually get into... I think it's the labyrinth it's been called in the various notes. I had to look it up online because I wasn't sure if I was missing something. Truth is, I wasn't missing something. It's a case of I just need to have a message come in, so I'm just waiting. I'm glad you're doing good. Glad you're doing well. I'm doing well myself. But yeah, I think I do need to enter my house by just sleep until morning. Presumably messages might come in, right? No messages yet. Just make sure all my guys are being fed though. Yeah, do you know much about the game? Because I'm more than happy to just chat about it if you want. Backseating is fine by me. Like, yeah, don't tell me what to do, necessarily. But I'm happy to, like, take any kind of tips or anything of that nature you might have. So I'd rather not miss out on, like, fun stuff, if there's fun stuff that I could potentially miss out on, you know? Feed this a little more. There we go, that's a 10. That should be fine. So I'll need some of these pomegranates, I believe. I think it was a Largo, wasn't it? Or, no, Gordo, sorry. I mean, I know where it goes. But it's an interesting one. Because I never found them, and I'm not sure if there's like a hidden area back where I think it is. It's in my kind of magma volcano area. If I'm remembering right, Ever heard about this game? Oh, the game's brilliant fun. If you want just a nice chill time, I think this is definitely can be considered up there with like Stardew and everything. Yeah, little hidden area. I'll go find it. I'll find it in a second. So I'm just feeding my guys currently. Make sure we got all their stuff. Sorry, for God's sake. Nah, you're all good. Don't you worry. I'm more than fine with caps lock or whatever. I'm just happy having someone to chat to. It gets lonely about just you know, I'll find that area I was on about in a second. So I don't have much else to do. I am going to be sleeping through various days just because I don't have anything else currently to do. Like, I've got plenty of money. I've unlocked all the areas. I mean, I could get more money. Is capitalism the answer? Maybe. I don't know what the question was, but maybe capitalism is the answer. Also, I've got a bit overzealous here. Put some of those back up. There we go. Yeah, mostly. Premise of the game, if you're not familiar with it. You have a whole bunch of slimes, you kind of ranch, and keep in these little corrals. Feels a little cramped, I won't lie, but it's what you do. Put these guys in, you make sure they're fed, they give you plorts. These plorts, you sell, and they get you money. And once you have money, you can expand your ranch. Get more slimes, and go exploring, find different varieties. That's most of the game. Like, you need to grow them food. Certain slimes have different favourite foods. For example, these guys, the kind of bunny saber-tooth slimes, they like these water lettuces. Which, I mean, I've got plenty of. They grow easily enough. What do I want? That was phosphor in the top here. Let's put some of these in. Sadly, it's going to fill it. Sounds like a very relaxing game. You like those games? Hell yeah. Yeah, no, definitely a chill time. There's not much in the way of stress or anything like this. If you do like chill games, by the way, very much would recommend keeping an eye on Spiritfarer. Lovely game. If you've not played it, it's probably going to be on sale quite often. Because it's quite an old game at this point. No, Spiritfarer. Lovely, lovely time. It's less of just a relaxing, you do just kind of menial work game. It's more of a, yeah, there is menial work, but there's also a lot of fun characters, and it's just a lovely time. Very much up there with my favourites. I'll get you a link if you want for the Steam page. I don't know if there's been like a sequel or anything. I don't think there is. Also, don't anywhere for my tabby plots immediately. Not seeing anywhere. Call games, anti-stress games. Yeah, like pop and bubble wrap. That is fair. That is pretty relaxing as far as things go. I need to put these somewhere different. You can live in here. Sure. But yeah, nice having a relaxing game. It really is. Typically, I prefer more kind of strategy games than relaxing ones myself, but there's definitely a place for games like this, and I do enjoy them. And those guys need to be fed. I believe they wanted vegetables. Here we go. Am I from Scotland? Yes. Yes, I am. Not the most pronounced accent. Like, I could put on more of an accent if you want. Do you want a more strong Scottish accent? I'm willing to. Yeah, no. I'm from Scotland. Currently, UK is a bit odd in terms of what's going on in, like, politics and all of that. I'm not going to go into that on stream. But no, world's an interesting place all over from what I can tell. I just hope wherever you're from, you're doing good. I've got a new message. It's one of the things I was waiting on, hopefully. I say one of the things, there's one singular thing I'm waiting on. It's a message from a specific man. Yeah, I can definitely put on a more strong Scottish accent, if you want me to, for a little bit. It's not the man we're waiting for, but it is Bob. Special delivery one. Have a great chickens. He's giving me rainbow lumps. Lovely. Lovely. I don't need rainbow lamps. But sure, sure. Alright, if I'm wasting time, what can I waste time doing? I could get some upgrades. Extra tank. I need silky sand. Brilliant. That'll be my next goal. This one? Perfect snowflakes? Don't really need it. It's fine. Extra tank foil, I would not say no to. So where do I find silky sand? Does this tell me anywhere? Hopefully. Hopefully. Doesn't really say where it's found. It just says it's a material. It's a bit annoying, but I think I know where you can get it. I hope I know where you can get it. Because if I don't, that's going to be quite embarrassing. I should know. I should know. I'm thinking probably best portal to use... I guess it would be the Ember Valley one, seeing as this leads to the start of Ember Valley. I hit my mouse accidentally. That's fine. We want to go this way. Yeah, I'm curious how you found me though, if you don't typically watch, or I say not typically watch, if you didn't know about Slime Rancher, because I would have thought people would come across me from the game. That's what I assumed. Unless were you one of the people who came by during the Ludwig raid a while back? Could be. That somewhat makes sense. Are there any things in Scotland? Oh yeah, Scotland is very beautiful. I love the countryside of Scotland. Like, the Highlands are... I wouldn't say unique, because like it's just hills with like some heather and stuff, but it is really nice. It is. If you ever do come by, I would say typically a lot of tourists tend to go to Edinburgh, seeing as it's capital. But Edinburgh is... It's not really the Scottish experience, it's the tourist Scottish experience. If that makes sense. Yeah. That's... I mean, I would say it's very high. Depends how far north you go, because some of the bits up north, yeah, especially so, it is very high. But yeah, I'm always down for a chat, so if you ever want to like message in Discord, you're more than welcome to add me on there. As it is, I play games and stream as a hobby, so I'm having a fun time regardless. Don't have to talk about the game, I'm happy talking about pretty much anything you've got on your mind. Am I finding any more silky sand in this area? I've found a bit. Not really seeing any more. Not seeing more. I do know there's other areas with kind of beachy sections to them. So I guess I need to try one of them. What do we have? Any more silky sand? I don't think there's any over that way. Let's check in case I've missed some on my way over, but I don't think that I have. Doesn't... No, never mind. I did miss some. This doesn't look like it. But we found some. Also hearing... what sounds like ore. There we go. Good stuff. I think quickest way now to get to where I'd want to be. So I do need to go back to base. Yeah, what are you doing? You're asking me? I mean, you've only been in chat, I don't know if you need to at me. Yeah, what are you after? Radiant ore up there. I can do that. I can do this. Any ore that way? Yes, there is. It's a convenient little hidey spot for it. Grab you. I arguably should grab some extra fruit. I don't know if you really get fruit in this area. I can probably find some more pomegranates. I'd want to head up that way for it, wouldn't I? Yeah, let's get some more. So I know where there's the Gordo, who I do want to feed. I'm going to, as I go around, continue grabbing this radiant ore because it seems to be used in pretty much everything. There we go. Good stuff. Apparently you get radiant ore here as well. I guess it makes sense. I didn't know that was a spot for deposits. Cool. Yeah, if I'm remembering correctly, the only pomegranate to be in this small area is this one. There we go. Using PNG tag, yeah. I've got a PNG tuber. It's one of the point rewards. I can turn it on briefly to show you if you want. Give me a second. Let me get this set up quick. Only takes a moment to turn it on. He's apparently been pushed off to the side. Not used to him being over there. Come back on the screen, you. There you go. It's one of the point rewards. You can turn them on if you want. Or you could just have them on if you like. I'll be honest. I'm not that picky. I'm happy just to turn them on if you'd prefer. Do you want them? Seeing as you are new, I don't think you'll have much in the way of like channel points to redeem it. I think if you follow, then it does give you some points. I mean, I'm hardly going to make you follow if you just want a PNG tuber on. No, I'm happy to turn it on if you want me to. Looks cute. I'm glad you like it. I only had the one sprite for it. I made the rest myself. No, as soon as you like it, let me just keep it on. Give me a second. Turn that on, we'll turn off the webcam. There we are. I accidentally shot out an oil. Didn't mean to do that. And thank you for following. I very much appreciate it. You know, the PNG tuber, surprisingly easy to set up. I really thought it'd be more difficult. Like I know my girlfriend, she messed with stuff herself briefly and got one set up because she doesn't like to use her webcam whenever she's on voice calls with people. But yeah, apparently you just need 4 different sprites and you can set this up. Like if you are interested yourself, I can quickly give you a link to the program if you want. It's surprisingly dead easy. No, my girlfriend didn't make this for me. My girlfriend made one for herself. She then suggested the program, because it's what she used. And then I just set up my own one, because I had the sprite for my little logo avatar guy. So I cropped that slightly to just like this upper torso kind of part. And then all I need to do is add the little lines for talking and whatnot. Has that text chat been flipped? I think it has been. Give me a second. Just realised that the chat's not quite working correctly. Flip horizontal. That should fix it now. There we go. That's confused. I don't know why that's happening. But I like my my PNG tuber thing I made. It's cool. The only reason I have the tag is because I do have one, not that I necessarily use it often. Having it on though is nice, 'cause it just makes the streaming a bit easier, so I don't need to be like worrying about, oh, I can't go picking my nose or whatever, you know? Not that I would, but just as an example, I don't need to worry about mannerisms or anything like that. I can just sit however I think is comfortable. For all you know, I could be completely nude now after it turns on. I'm not, but I could be. And you'd never know. Just need to hope that I'm not. That's mostly just like, I don't need to keep my posture good in my chair or anything. Make sure like my hair doesn't like I don't know, look silly. You know, my girlfriend, she found the program, she made one of her own, and then I just... Does this take what I thought it did? Yes, it does. Okay. Cool. Yeah, she just found the program, and then I set up my own VTuber. Because it's just 4 sprites. Like, that's all you need. And you don't even need 4, you could get away with just 2. Because all you need is 1 for its mouth being open, for when you're talking. You need 1 for its mouth being closed, for when you're not talking. And then variations of them for if you have your eyes closed. While you're asking, I'm assuming you're curious about PNG tuber stuff, but if you want to learn how to do it yourself, I am more than happy to give you a quick guide. Do you want a quick guide? Trying to think. What else do we have here? We've got more radiant ore I can grab. With the Gordo now being done, I didn't actually pay attention to what I got from that cache behind him. Oh well. I need to head on back to the farm. We were needing silky sand for something. I genuinely can't remember why. Pretty excited on models and such. I mean, I'm not actually sure why exactly, but yeah, they're cool. Like, it's nice having this as a thing that's kind of taken over. Because, yeah, webcams are cool, but I think having people able to express themselves when they're less confident about having, like, for real, like, face and whatnot shown, it's a nice little feature, you know? Like, it's not something that used to be hugely accessible when VTubing kind of kicked off. It started off, I'm pretty sure, more of a, well, do you have, say, £300-400 to properly get everything set up for VTubing? And then with some of the models, you need to very much exaggerate all of your expressions and motions to get to the track correctly. You know, if you're interested, I will quickly grab you a link for what I use. And you can have a mess with it yourself. There's not a lot to mess with, but I can definitely grab you a link. It's cool stuff. That is apparently the sound my browser makes when opening. Didn't know that. This should be the site you need. Go download the program from here if you want. Oh. It's honestly really simple to set up. I thought it'd be so much harder, but no, it's dead easy. You could get just any pictures, any 4 pictures, and it would work. I wouldn't necessarily look great until you kind of get everything set up properly. Introduce yourself? Yeah, sure. I am more than happy for you to introduce yourself. I'm assuming you might be like an artist or someone who wants to get into VTubing, or maybe someone who already does. I'll be honest, I don't really watch many streams, so I don't know a lot of the popular streamers around. Like, I know I am a streamer myself, maybe I should be watching streams, call it like research or whatever, but most streamers I find are ones who have come across through YouTube or people who've come by and raided me. Which in fairness, I don't actually raid people often, I maybe should. It's just, it helps kinda promote other people, helps promote yourself as well. It's a cool little thing, guys. Anyway, what was I needing silky sand for? It was extra storage tank? I think I got enough. I only needed 10 more, right? Yeah, now I just need money. Money is easily enough obtained. What is valuable? Flutter is pretty valuable. Crystal is valuable. Puddle? Yeah, I can sell puddle and crystal. That's fine. Professional model designer. Ooh, very fancy. Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun to do. I'd imagine it's a lot of work designing proper models. Is it just PNG ones you make, or is it just all sorts? It's not crystal, that's a rock, isn't it? Crystal. Do I not have crystal? Ah, your company affiliated. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I don't have any crystal plorts to sell now. I think. That's tragic. I'll need to get some. It's definitely cool though, being company affiliated. It's a big industry, VTubing. It's grown quite quickly, honestly. Like, this is surprising. No, that's dead cool. I don't know if like you're under NDA and can't share what models you've made or anything like that. That's cool though. Like, it's always interesting hearing what people get up to outside of like just being a username on the stream. I hope that's going well for you, because I know there's a lot that goes into like the design of a lot of these, I would imagine. Like, there's probably a lot of stuff which the average person never actually sees at all. I heard about I think it vaguely rings a bell. It doesn't immediately have anyone coming to mind. You know, I'll quickly look it up. I'm curious. You've gotten me interested, is what you've done. One more to go in there. There we go. Puddle was also valuable. Grab some more of these. Yeah, I'm just going to quickly sell all of this. Then I will have a quick search online, so I am curious who, like, you have done designs for. There's so much creativity. Like, all of these models, they're made, to my understanding anyway, to the request of the actual VTuber themselves, but a lot of the time, like, they'll have ideas, but they won't have the full design. So being able to actually come up with all of that is impressive. So I'm not an artistic type myself. Like, yeah, I can do a little bit of art, but, like, bare minimum. A bare minimum. But no, that's cool. I've always really loved kind of artists and such kind of stuff you see online, because it's stuff I know personally I couldn't do myself. So it's neat actually seeing all of it. For now, if I want to put these away, do I have space for them? Yes, I have space for you. And goes boom. Tangle and Flutter goes into here. That one's fine. And then I'm selling the crystal, and I'm selling the puddle plants. So that's nice and easy. I can do this. Okay, that's honestly got me a lot more money for that. Okay, let me look up email. It doesn't immediately come to mind, but I don't really look at much in the way of streamers, and even less so with VTubers. Right? Like, email. I have spelt this correctly. There's a home page. Cool. Okay. So you make all sorts of, like, different, well, it looks to be PNG tuber models, mostly. Oh no, there's also 3D models in here. Cool. That's very interesting. Like, from what I'm seeing here, you make the models, and you also can create the whole branding around, like, little icons and emotes and whatnot. That is cool. That is cool. So you mean the list of affiliated artists? Where did I find that list? I'm gonna track you down. Affiliated. Wait, where are they on the page? Is it under about? Okay. See your portfolio. Where's the artist? Ah, here it is. I found the artists. Where are you? I'm assuming it's the same username. Ah, there you are. Found you. .exe. That's a cute little profile picture you got there of yourself. I'm assuming of yourself, but might not be. That's cool. Like, it's amazing stuff. I really... It's a lot of effort that goes into there. I have a lot of respect for all of that stuff. No, that's really cool. Like, I'm sure you're doing an amazing job with it. What do I do now in my game? Because I'm just waiting. I think I run off into here. Now, definitely, if I'm ever looking for PNG tuber stuff, I will try and keep that in mind. Because it looks like, from what I saw there anyway, it's based on commissions, so I can kind of pay someone to do stuff. And I mean, I'd imagine I could request the specific artists, right? Or is that not how it works? Okay, new message, apparently. There we go. Just make sure all my guys are fed first. Yeah, for me, with PNG tubing and stuff, I can request artists? Hell yeah. That's good. That's good. Yeah, for me, I started with PNG tubing and stuff. Like, I made my own thing, would have been shortly after Christmas, I think? So it's not quite been a month ago. Not yet. But it is cool. I do like having a little guy just in the corner. I do think if I had more disposable income at the moment, I would consider, like, properly commissioning something. Because it is cool. It is cool having your own little, like, guy. Do I care enough to feed the guys over here? I'm sure they're fine. Let's see. If these guys are fine, I'm going to assume the ones over that way are also fine. They are being fed. Honestly, they're being fed quite a lot. I'm not entirely sure that feeder is doing its job correctly. Are you sure you're on, like, the slowest set? There's a whole bunch of food just on the ground. I don't know. They all seem very hungry despite all the food just sitting there. Let's collect some flocks. We'll feed these guys as well in a sec. No, definitely. Like, that's a cool thing to be doing. Is that like a full-on career, or is it more like freelance work? You get money every now and then. Just imagine being company affiliated. They're either going to be acting as essentially a middleman to help you get out, or it's something that helps you to kind of get a steady income, and then you work based on essentially what they tell you need to do. mean, I don't know for certain how it works. But I imagine that would be how. Okay, feed this. There we go. Give you some elderly chickens. The elderly are going to get put away into food bins. Feels a bit mean doing that, but it's just what I'm doing with the elderly, apparently. What's annoying about these ringtail guys as well, though, is they will just eat anything they get a chance to eat. They don't care if they're actually hungry. Yeah, I should probably collect this while I'm here. If you want to learn a lot about myself, I've done a university course in games design and like programming and stuff. So currently in my spare time I am working on a games project with some friends currently, which is fun. Sadly, the games industry not in the best of states at the moment, so not much in the way of jobs in that area, sadly, but it's still fun. I'm glad I did my degree. You're a permanent artist? Okay. That's pretty good then. So it's not just a case of you're occasionally kind of getting brought in for additional work. You're just permanently there. You've always got something to do. That is cool. That is cool. We don't actually have space for this, so I'm just going to put that in. This gets sold. There we go. Alright. Is this the message I'm hoping for? It might be. It's in the top 3 artists. They have a ranking. I'll have a look again later, definitely. That's when I'm not in the middle of stuff. Oh, and he's just giving me a gif. It's not what I want. Maybe I have something to try, to be honest. If it works, I'm going to be super creeped out. Create a blueprint of a key. A special archive key for the drones you've been finding. If any archival data exists in them, this should be the way to access it. I say, should, because I actually have no idea. But if those drones are from the pages of my own journals, well, this key is how I would access their archives. If I've ever built anything like them. I know this hardly makes sense, but I need you to try it. If it works, and an archive exists, and it somehow allows you to understand what's happening on that island more than you do now, well, I'm happy I've been able to help you. Can't owe you one still, right? Ugh, I didn't say that. Just make a stupid key and don't tell me yet if it works or not. So if it does, I really don't think I'm ready to deal with knowing with that. Later, Tater, and good luck. Also something from Fora. Hey there, Bee. I wanted to give you something nice, so I tried making you cookies, but baking ain't exactly my area of expertise. Hobson said they were so edible. Anyway, I bought you something instead. Hope you like these. Okay, that is interesting. Not what I was waiting for, but we did get an upgrade we can make. It would be this that I want to make. I need fire plorts and jellystone. You know what? I've not set up the fire slimes yet. I have somewhere in mind I was going to put them. I've just not actually set them up. So let's do that now. I'll get my fire slimes. And hopefully, after that, all will be well. Right? I'll just run off over here. My plan was, back at this cave, there we are, I make an incinerator. I want to collect the ash, and I will add a plort collector just because it's easy. I have Discord. Yeah, no, I've got a Discord. I will... Do you want just my personal Discord, or do you want the server that I have? I mean, you could have both as well. Like, the Discord link is posted occasionally, that's just for my server. If you want my own Discord, I could just add you through the website, have your tag on there, if that's easier. I mean, for me, I should be the same everywhere. Like, if you just try and add may contain poison, yeah, you'll find me. I think it is anyway. Give me a second. While streamer mode is enabled, I cannot see. It's probably the same. No, I can add you if you want. I'd be more than happy to. Anyway, I'm Jellystone is going to be one of the more interesting ones to come across. It's about to jump through that portal and get my fire slimes, but no, Jellystone is in this area. Around the place somewhere. Got deep brine, which I might need at some point, so I am going to take it. You don't have anything useful for me. Got them. We have... Is there Jellystone over this way? Doesn't look like it immediately, so I'm going to say no. What we do have, though, is if I climb up here, I can make my way over that side. Also, apparently just Jellystone right here. There's also golden slime down there. I can see him, and I can get him some food potentially. No, never mind. He's ran off. But no, I do have a Discord. If you want just my personal Discord, let me know. I can share it. If you would rather, like, just join the server, it might be easier doing that. I'm happy with whatever. I do have a self-promo channel on my own, like, Discord server. So if you did want to join, like, promote your stuff to potentially other people as well, you could. That'd certainly be an option. There's a channel specifically for that. I will, however, say, if you start trying to scam people, which I'm doubtful you would, but if you do, you are going to be kicked out the server. You can never be too careful with artisty types who come across from Twitch. A lot of them tend to be bot accounts. I don't think you are. I think you are seemingly very pleasant, and I'd be more than happy for you to join the server and promote your own stuff. Can I find more Jellystone? I'm honestly surprised I've not found more. Why is there not more of it around? There's not any in here, is there? There is. Okay, that was quite tucked away. But sure. Out here, I can get some more deep brine. I don't entirely know what I'd use the deep brine for. Or Jellystone in this section, however. Yeah, we did a lot of Jellystone. Would I find another 8? To be fair, 8 is probably just 3 deposits. It's not too bad. So it's not most common to really run into because you only find it in the starter area. Gradient ore, now that is quite easy to come across. That appears in several different areas. All of them larger than the starting one, I think. Let's see, Jellystone, where would you be? Would be any in the cave down here? There is, yes. I see one deposit. stuff. That pot didn't have anything, but it's always worth checking. And down here... This looks conspicuous. Is there anything hidden? No. No, there isn't. Any other jelly stone? Could be some above? Maybe? I'm doubtful there's any up above. No, none up here. Okay, we've got the last couple of places I think I can check. One being down here. I don't often come down into this cave. Is there any resource deposits? Seemingly no. Seemingly there isn't. A little bit of a shame. Get some deep brine there. I'm not lying, there's a lot of deep brine around. I don't know how valuable that's going to be. Well, if there wasn't any down there, only place I have left in mind would be up here. There's more deep brine down below. Is there any jellystone through this side? Possibly. I can't actually remember. It's been a while since I've come through this area in the back. It's a fairly vibrant area. You've got all sorts of slimes. And at least a bit of jellystone. Okay. Take what I can get. We need another 3, so hopefully one more deposit, possibly 2. It's cabbages, deep brine, more deep brine. I'm worried we're not going to find enough jellystone. I mean, climbing up's not going to help, right? You got anything for me, Mr. Slime Statue? I don't think you do. I mean, from up here, can I see any more? Not really. Climb down here, there's a couple of pots. It's not what I'm after. But sure, sure, I won't say no. Yeah, I'm not seeing much else other than this fancy glowing flower. It's like the only flower I've seen that glows, I'm pretty sure. Isn't that fancy? I wonder if I could water the flower. Seeing as it glows, but there's maybe something to water it. I don't think watering the flower has done anything. That was worth a try. Also, if I'm remembering rightly, yeah, I got the ability to just blast things away. Which is somewhat fun. Is that jellystone in there? I think I saw some. Yes! Okay, come on, give me at least 2. We've got all we need. There we are. Oh, that was a good deposit, that. I couldn't have helped him. If I was quicker, maybe I could have. But poor guy. Poor guy fell in the water. There's also a bunch of pink plorts. I may as well grab these. There's no harm in having some extras. I'm sure one day I'll need like 100 of these. And then I'll be thanking myself for having grabbed, what, like 18 now? 18's not going to make a big difference, but... No, I'm going to stand by it. I'm going to stand by it. I'm going to be glad I've picked these. There's some... There we go. That's what I think. Deep brine in the Jellystone will now hit our quota. We are going in. I was hearing the sound and thought we were bouncing off, but no, they're fine. Alright, from here we need to get some fiery slimes, right? Fire slimes aren't anything too tricky. Don't see the VTuber, I was just taking a drink of water, so that's why I was just walking straight off of a cliff. Yeah, fire slimes, I'm not sure how fast they'll produce. I'm assuming, though, they're going to be similar to the puddle slimes, where I only need 4 of them. I think that should be pretty doable. That shouldn't be an issue at all. Because if I make my way up to... I think probably just a big door over here, right? Well, I think is an entrance to the labyrinth. There should be some fire slimes just chilling in one of these pools, right? Right? Normally there is. There we go. Got 3. I would ideally like to have 1 more of you. Any more of you around? Anyone? Not that I can see. Take some oil though. Never say no to some oil when you stumble across it. Or just fruit falling down from there. I didn't even know there were trees up there. Just checking there's not anything I've missed, like hidden, tucked into the edge there. There isn't. Fire slimes, I think there might be some more further around up that way. Trying to think. If I was a fire slime, where would I live? Is that going to help me? Yes, it does. Apparently there's fire slimes over here. I was trying. Fire slime, or singular, but yeah, that's got me what I needed. It's pretty good. Grab some ore. Now we make our way back home. That was a pretty, like, straightforward and clean adventure, right? I really had assumed that would have gone worse. Maybe I shouldn't be expecting the worst. Making my way up, though. Need to make my way down. There we go. Put the resources away. Don't chuck the slimes in there. They would not appreciate it. I don't think they'd appreciate it. I'm not going for a fight. And ooh, new message. No, new message can wait. Fire slimes come first. Oh, no need to apologise. I'm glad you're back. You know, to answer your question from before, I'm not sure if you heard the answer at the time. I do have a Discord. My Discord name, if you want to add me, the tag should be just the same as my name everywhere else. There's also a Discord server I have. The link pops up in chat every now and then. Or I can get you a link especially. But the link will get you into my server. I am of course in my server. But I also have a self-promo section. So if you want to promote your own stuff, then that will be the place to do it. You might be able to get some people other than yourself who'd be interested. I mean, if you want, just do that for you. That is a link for you. It pops up by itself, but that just makes it easier for you, I'd imagine. Make sure these guys are fed. There we go. Some of them looked hungry. I'm assuming that means they were hungry. I don't actually know. It's hard to tell with those guys. They will just eat literally whenever they can. It's one of the reasons I mix them with a tabby, because that's just what cats do. We've got more plorts. I will just sell these ones. Grab food. If I feed all of my guys, and I have some food left over, that's all going to get incinerated, I think is the plan. So I do need to incinerate some stuff in order to keep my guys fed. Like, for example, 40 there is fine. These guys, they could do a little extra. Same with these ones. But it gives me some spare lettuces. So that'll be ash for at least a short while for fire slimes. Just tell me out to make sure nothing had happened in Discord. Nothing has, that's fine. Might as well take the quartz for these guys. They did seem to be getting a little full. Same with over here. From this side... Yeah, these are getting full as well. The flutter plorts getting full is quite good, so we need those for more quantum drops. Bim plorts are less important, but still, it's worth getting them improved. I should have probably got the food and such sorted before grabbing all of these, but shush, that'd be sensible. I'm not sensible. Okay, flutter plorts, you're all going to go into the refinery. Boom plorts, you know, you can all go in. I don't need the money. This is just easier. Okay. Get food. I think I'll keep some carrots to incinerate. I'm not going to go incinerating live animals, because that sounds quite cruel. I think that's maybe where I draw one. Can take the quartz for these guys. Chicken do seem to be somewhat escaping. But, it's alright. I'm sure it's all fine. They'll manage. Dryer hens all go into here. It's all well and good. Odd onions definitely go into there. As well as... I'm gonna say like most of the carrots. And this should be enough to just burn. While I run past the market, I can dump this inside. There's a new message. I am hopeful it's got what I need. but I'm not sure. It might need me to do some prerequisite things first. I've kind of done all the exploration, I think, sooner than I was meant to. It's a bit annoying, but I can just sleep. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, these guys have some ash. That's plenty of ash for them, I'm sure. Yeah, that's starting to get me fire quartz already. I'm assuming they're happy. It's hard to tell. Don't really have a mouth, I've just got eyes. Also, I'm assuming me jumping into the incinerator is bad. It seems to not actually do anything. I'm safe. I cannot be incinerated. It's good to know. Okay, now I've got fire plorts. I just need to wait. That's all we have to do. And I'll get more, and we'll be able to make the drone archive key. That being said, I'm hoping this is a message from Victor. It is. Beatrix, I received another message from the AI that I've been in communication with since your arrival on Rainbow Island. Message was somewhat personal to me, but also contained vital information for you. So, in the interest of presenting all data to its fullest, I'll read it verbatim. Victor, thank you for chatting with me over the many days in which I got to know you better. I must confess, I had entered our correspondence with the aim of verifying your scientific ability. Our correspondence has not only assured me of this, but unexpectedly has provided comfort and companionship in the dark days that I now find myself within. I'm sending you a partial blueprint to a gadget I tried to develop, but cannot. If you can complete it, I believe this is the key to entering the Grey Labyrinth. Please understand, Victor, I never meant to deceive you, but I need to know who I can trust in order to stand a chance at fixing things. If that happens, I'd love to meet you someday. I'd love to play another game of Go over coffee until the sun rises once more. That's all it says. What was given to me was a complex blueprint with partial schematics and frankly almost alien code. Spent days analysing it and believe I've modified it into a finished state that should perform the task that it was designed to do. At least I hope so. To be frank, I do not wish to let this person down. I feel I owe it to them, as a friend. Just let me to grant you the completed blueprint, per their instructions. It appears to be a device that you need to use near the entrance to the labyrinth, but I'm afraid I know little else. Unsure how to use it? Well, experiment. It's the only way to know the unknown. Good luck, Beatrix. Seems we're all counting on you then. That's what I was waiting for. Hooray. Also got Ogden. Hello, Ogden. Hello, Beatrix. It's good to see you. I hope you've been taking care of yourself out there. Taking time to fill your belly before ever you descend into the unknown. Also, I understand that plot is thickened like a good sauce. Encountered some kind of monolithic structure out there on the far end of the island. Scary stuff. But then maybe my hunch is correct that all the strange flora out there is not natural. Something just doesn't add up here, Beatrix. All the ruins we've discovered across the far, far range have never looked as though they harmed the environment in any way. Sure, we don't know their purpose, or who built them, but the feeling I always had was that they had respect for this world. But maybe it happened anyway. Sometimes, when you're out hiking, you step over a flower, so as to not crush it, only to step on another. Sometimes the only way for these flowers to keep on growing is for you to have never been near them in the first place. But it's not all doom and gloom. Rainbow Island still seems to be thriving for now. Nature can find a balance, but it's not a guarantee. Ah, look at me, getting preachy on you, lo siento, Beatrix. I won't keep you. I don't know what you'll find beyond those walls, but I trust your boots in any garden. I know you'll do want strings. Good luck, Beatrix. We've got the thing I wanted. I don't care anymore about the fire plorts. Unless this thing needs fire plorts, in which case I do immediately start caring about it again. It's not an upgrade. Utility? Yes, utility. Oh, and I can make some. Honestly, not too hard to make. I can make 2 immediately. Which I would think would be enough. We need more lava dust, more hunter plorts. I can get hunter plorts. It's lava dust and silky sand. I can do that. That's not the way out. There's a hole there I could jump in. It would technically get me out. Where's this one lead? Eh. Again, technically out. Not the way I want to go. I always keep doing that. But there we are. Now that I'm up here, I think Ember Valley is the way to go. So then I jump. Thinking, is it worth grabbing some like fiery lava dust stuff while I'm here? And if so, is it also worth getting some silky sand? I'm gonna say yes. But I honestly don't know. I don't think silky sand will respawn yet. No, never mind, it has. We've got silky sand over here. From here, make my way up, get some radiant ore, I think, as well. Not seeing any silky sand down below. Am I seeing any up here with me? I am. I honestly hadn't thought there'd be any up here. Always worth a check though. Always worth a check, because each 5 of these gets me another projector. I feel like I'm going to need quite a few of these. Because if there's a puzzle just to get in that needs one of them, then there's going to be puzzles inside, presumably, which will also need these radiant projectors. Let's grab this. Ignore the fact that there's a tar. Unless he starts being a mess. There we go. Any back here? Yes, there is. From up here. I'm not seeing any more sand. I do think I've not been to the top of this waterfall. How would I go about doing that? With difficulty is my first thought. I think there's bound to be something up here, right? Looks like there might even be a troll. Can I get on top of this? Yes, I seem to be managing. There is a lot of oil and a cave, I think I saw. Huh. Oh, I hadn't expected this. Where am I now? You know, I'm happy I found something I didn't know existed. You can live in here, friend, because I hadn't meant to pick you up earlier. It's... Oh, it leads out to here. I never knew there was a cave entrance. Wasn't that cool? Here we get some radiant ore. Good stuff. I'd imagine that was all we had. Right? You know, I have been up here because I'd opened this at one point. I just never remembered coming up here. Fair enough. Comes with prickle pears, which I've still never seen anything that wants to particularly eat them. However, prickle pears are pretty rare as far as things go, so I'm assuming I'll be back for them eventually. Make my way down here. Looks to be oil up there. Do I want more oil? I don't need it. Not immediately. So I'm going to say no. What I do want is to run off this way. Silky sand. That one is now more than done. We don't need any more of that. Lava dust is my next thing I'm looking for, which I believe only places it can spawn is in this area. I believe it's oil you find down here, not any today though. Which means there's a good chance we've got lava dust hanging around for me. Yes, yes we do. Good stuff. It's one set of lava dust. There we go. I will take more oil, just simply because it was here. Don't know if there was any lava dust on the higher ground. I will check. There's every chance that there is. I'm saying that and I'm immediately thinking, you know what, there doesn't look to be any. That's giving me a good vantage point though. It means I could see these from further up. It's not the rarest of resources, but if I'm going to need more of it, I'm going to grab as much as I can now, as well as a chicken apparently, and her child. They can go back. I think I need to go over that way. I think that's all we've got for lava dust. I am more than happy with all that we've got, so that's fine. Hell yeah. Just dump all of these into the refinery on my way. So I don't know if there's going to be a teleporter out in the labyrinth once I go in. All I know is you have 2 entry points. And this is the one I'm currently the most interested in. Because the other one felt like a more impactful area, right? This one feels significantly less impactful. Yes, Radiant Projector. I would imagine I would like it to go over there. And then to there. There we go. I can now put them away and it's just permanently open by the looks of it. That was another thing I had to check. So, there we are. And this is apparently the grey labyrinth. I knew it was some kind of labyrinth. I got an achievement saying I've opened a door in the grey labyrinth. Is this just a portal? It looks a little ominous, but here we go. Yeah, new area. The grey labyrinth. Shadow slimes. They don't eat. They have a diet of none. There's also petals? Why are the flowers made of metal? It's not how flowers normally work. Also, can't help but think. Is there anything more down here? There is. If I shoot you, you give me plorts. Can I shoot water at you? The water gets rid of you. But I now have found shadow plorts. They didn't eat what I shot at them, but they didn't make it. What has me worried about that is if I make a combination of two slimes, which includes a shadow one, do they just disappear on their own? This looks like a way back from somewhere else. Yeah, no, I'm curious how the shadow slimes work. So if it's just a case of, yeah, you've given them a bit of a fright, and I can just shoot a bunch of things out. And then steadily get more plorts, right? I've lost one of the flowers. I think I had another. Oh, wait, there it is. Pot, which, again, full of shadow slimes. They do give you a lot of stuff if you just shoot these petals at. Okay, so I need a rock slime plort. If I can get a rock plort, then we're all good. Any other plorts I need? I mean, immediately, I'm gonna say no. I'm seeing there's another rock one down there, so I'll need several rock plorts. Anything else for me? Not that I can see. Okay, come back with rock plorts. I don't think there's anything else. Unless I can, like, go behind this magma waterfall. Nope, that is just painful. Don't do that. It's worth a try. It's worth a try. I think this is where I would set up one of the two-way teleporters once I have the ability to do that. These shadow plorts are interesting. Like, I've gotten quite a lot of them just by doing that. Curious, would it tell me already if I go to my blueprints? Are either of those needed for these teleporters? One was, we need magma cone, hyper plorts, and tin petals. I mean, I'm gonna make this. That's gonna be what I do first. It's very interesting. Put most of these inside. I'm gonna keep some, because I want to experiment. Firstly, if I go up to you, and give any of you shadow plort. Any of you want it? Doesn't look like it. Okay. So none of them want shadow plorts. That means you don't get shadow largos. Makes sense. Which means these might be quite valuable. Because you can only come across shadow plorts in that area. And the fact that you can only gather them in that area Yeah, now I'm interested. Because if it's presumably that rare, it's got to be valuable, right? New message. That's all well and good. I want to sell some clothes. Yeah, those guys still have plenty of food, so that's fine. And more things have opened up as well. Still one unknown. We've got whatever that is. Whatever that one is. That one, I know to be the Hyperplort. Don't know what that one is. Yeah, relatively valuable, these. Relatively valuable. Do want to get the archive key. I also want to check messages. Maybe you got you a gift. Okay, cool. I'll take a gift. What about you? Oh, B, I'm glad I was able to catch you. I have some big news to share, and this rock isn't exactly bustling with folks whose ears I can bet. Hobson and I have been thinking a lot about what new adventure is next for us. Been reading each other's travel journals, trying to find places neither of us have been. But even though we found some, none of them were really calling to us. Maybe things were finally slowing down for us? Then we got to talking, and came to realise that what we love more than anything right now is just being here, with one another on my ranch. This ranch was one of my first in the far, far range, and we both learned so much. We started talking about maybe passing all that on to someone. So Hobson and I have decided to start a family bee, and for the first time in a long time, or in so long as I can remember, I'm scared. Hobson and I are both so independent we don't know the first thing about being partners, let alone raising a kid in the far, far range. But I love that old coot, and the thought of seeing a little one looking back at me with his eyes makes me smile. I think that alone makes me feel like I'd move a mountain to make this happen. So I've got some work to do here. So much to get in order. Thanks for hearing me out, B. Sometimes just sharing your fears with someone makes you feel like you're no longer alone with those fears. Take care, B. That's sweet of them. And we're definitely getting on a bit, I think. She's meant to be somewhat elderly, but if we can have kids, that'd be great. Anyway, more importantly, what do we want? Hunter plorts to go into there, same with fire plorts. We do want to make this archive key. I don't want to forget about it. I will forget about it given a chance. But I don't want to. But, no, 45 can go in. That should be plenty. All that into there. Means I've got extra for in the future, should I need it. Over here, we'll presumably have at least 8. I'm thinking it's going to be more along the lines of maybe 20 something that we'll have of fire forks. These guys are all doing well. Plenty. Make sure these guys are fed. They look to be pretty much full in regards of like they don't have any more space for reports to be collected, so well collect these, just sell them off. These guys are doing fine. Keep it a raise. Burn them. Get some more ash for these guys. Yeah, we got a bit over 20. That's what I was looking for. I think all of these are probably going to get stored. That's what I'm going to do. All of them in the refinery might be best, yeah. Nice, do I want to sell any? Tabby doesn't go for much. Ringtail doesn't go for much. Fire does, but I want it in the refinery anyway. I will buy an extra tab. I'm going to go in with, I think, 3 types of Flort. Just to be careful. So I wanted rock. Rock makes some amount of sense. Take 6 of you. I think reasonably, for some reason, they might want honey. Saber is unlikely. They could want hunter. I've seen a few hunter ones around the place, so that's definitely possible. And yeah, if I quickly head down, I can get myself the 2-way teleporter, make this whole trip a lot quicker for myself. At least make it quicker next time. Snowy teleporter. There we go. We now have a set of teleporters. I would like this, or potentially one of these, but we can't yet, so fair enough. Can buy an extra tank. Do that. We can get this. Can I unpin that? There we go. We now carry even more things. It's not where I wanted to go. Cool to know though, but there is actually a deep brine out that way. That is neat. Still also not where I want to go. I want to click here. I always get lost. How do I always get lost? I should vote work tech. Teleporters. I should place one of these down before I leave. I think I'd like to place one of you there. And I need to place another one somewhere else. And this is going to be my custom teleporters down here, I think is the plan. It's also occurred to me, I don't need to walk. I can take this teleporter. At least a section of the way. We'll take some radiant ore, we can deposit that in our way. We've honestly got a lot of that nowadays. I don't know if I need to keep collecting it. It just seems to be used in a lot of kind of mid-tier recipes. Which, reasonably, I could want to make more of. But I think for now we're fine. Also check. I can access archives. It just says Yahoo. Fair enough. Fair enough. Doesn't need to be anything, like, deeper philosophical. It can just say Yahoo. That's good enough. Let's keep making my way along. I'll get my backpack. Not backpack, jetpack recharge. Oh, we can now make it as far as we like. Use this. Just to get a little bit of boost. My first teleporter is probably going to be not into that area further ahead. It's going to be just here. Far side of Ember Valley. So if I ever need more lava dust or anything, it's a useful place to come by. So Snowy Teleporter, you can live down there. Take me a little while for it to set up. That means I can get back and forward relatively easily at this point. Because yeah, that means this is a loading zone there. If I ever want to do like a run into here, it's easily enough I can... Don't fall to death. That's close. You know, I can easily enough just run back out of here to that teleporter. It saves me a lot of time. get a lot of two-way teleporters, seemingly, so I'm not worried about having to potentially make more later on. It's like a daisy chain them to get further in or further anywhere, really. And I didn't stumble across you before. It's just AI. It's you. Can't believe it. Oh my gosh. Hello, Beatrix. I mean, Miss LeBeau. I mean, is Beatrix okay? Sorry, I just can't believe I'm talking to you now. Kind of a legend where I'm from. I'm sorry, you probably have a million questions. I'm so sorry, but I can only be so helpful. I'm in a position now where I need to manage what I'm doing here at all times so we can fix it. It's very delicate work. So we'll need to keep our chats a little short. We can actually talk. You can reply. Okay, you seem to know me, but I don't know you at all. Oh, I'm so sorry. I should introduce myself. I'm Gigi. I'm a botanist and an explorer, and lately a makeshift expert on alien technology. I'm sorry I didn't make myself known sooner, but I had to know for sure that you wouldn't be able, or you wouldn't be like the others, that you were someone we could trust. You're the one who sent me the letter and the boat that brought me here then. Yes, I can't do this alone, and you're the one person I believe who could help me. Help with what exactly? Let me save Rainbow Island. Maybe even all of Far Far Range. You see, when I first came to Rainbow Island, I was so taken with its beauty. It was unlike anything I'd ever seen before. I eventually discovered this beauty comes at a price. Long ago, something from way out there in space crashed into what is now Rainbow Island, and slowly began to change things. Rocks and cliffs blushed with colour, and then rippled with veins, the same prismatic hues that sprouted from the grasses and other flora. Even the atmosphere here, it's a kind of hyper-colour to it. It's everywhere, all spreading from the thing from space. That thing, I call it the Prismacore. Changes properties of everything around it. Starts with colour, but then material and elemental changes begin. Yeah, it's just like, get some duct tape? How do we stop this? Traverse through the grey labyrinth and find me. I cannot leave my post, but I can communicate with you from these devices as you find them. Once you find me, you can try to stop what is happening here. In the meantime, I'll do my best to answer more questions as you think of them. But heck, even if you don't have any, I'll just be good to chat with another human. It's been so long. Okay, I'll see you inside then. Yeah. Good luck, Beatrix, and stay sharp. When colours here intensify, things will get crazy. You've opened the door for me. I should have done that first. Clearly. How did I miss that? Oh. I did want to do this. This is what I came back for. Where there is apparently something needs to be opened from the opposite side. In which case, through here is all I can do. Try and get rid of the tars. There could easily be more of it up here. I think for now we're safe. Yeah, we're into the labyrinth now. Where there is phosphors, crystals, and bats. Also hearing, like, the sound of more. You're not more. Ah, up there. There we go. Don't want you, you big guy. That wall looks questionable. Can I, like, water it? No? Okay. There's various gates-looking things. There's also a nest up there, so presumably that's where chickens come from. I'll grab some shadow quartz where I can as well. I think 4 should be fine, just in case I come across one of these statues, I want to call them. Not sure, statue the right word? Receptacle, I guess. Because yeah, occasionally things want plorts, and I want to make sure I've got fancy plorts, in case I need them. Because regular ones I can come across in here fine enough, like pink, bat looks to be fine. I was thinking these tin petals, they're not particularly rare. I would be happy enough getting rid of them if need be. Got boom slimes. There's a boom statue over there. Okay. Must be the magma cone that we need for something. Okay, so boom plort would get me that. I don't know if they have much fruit here, but I know they did have some. Yeah, because that's a pogo fruit tree. Let me quickly just put this down here. That should be a safe enough spot. I can return to that. I can get some boom plorts already. Right? Feed you. Feed a couple others of you as well. Just want the boom plorts. I don't think that quite worked. We've got a singular boom plort. It will do. Okay, I missed. That would have been impressive if I landed there. I didn't, so it's not impressive. Where did the plort go? There it is. Grab more petals. There's not immediately anything else. In which case, make my way back. Yes, I was right, it did open this door. What have we got? We have a pot. We have, apparently, see-through ceiling to presumably the room I was in earlier. We've got a grate. I can see there's something that wants a rock. Guy out there. Got a rock plort, so I'd be fine, but guess that means I need to open it from the other side. There's a lot of doors here, and not a lot of ways to open them, seemingly. What I'm most interested in so far, though, is why there seems to be such a just wide variety of slimes in here. Normally it's much more limited in what you think. You're just a very hot pink slime, but you're something special. You're special in the zone. That's fine. But yeah, he's not anything I need to be too interested in, is what I'm trying to say. Just wait for my jetpack. Probably make my way up, I reckon. There we go. So this is one way I can leave the room. So another way leads to here. And then I guess up. Up to where? Doesn't seem to be much up. Never mind, there's stuff hidden back this way. What are you? That's a deposit tray. You don't want honey. You want water? No. It wants something. And I'm really not sure what. Perhaps the hyperplorts? Or maybe like there's a light and a shadow slime where both things exist. activate that. I don't recognise that corridor, so I'm going to leave that be. I'm going to keep exploring. Shadow slimes. Portable water tank. Definitely someone has been through here. Presumably the lady we came across before. God, this area just keeps on going, doesn't it? I can't get up that way. I'm going to assume there's more through there. There's also... Is that just a regular briar hen? It is. I didn't immediately see that. It had like fancy colours on it. Okay, that opens another crate. Presumably that one is going to be somewhat useful. Yes, it opens up this and... Oh, that! I thought that was a see-through grate. That's just a hole nowadays. After I opened that from below. Okay. Which means, yeah, I first came in through there. I've now opened up... Ah, way back. From up here. How about this? Got more magma comb. I did forget to pick up the other magma comb earlier, didn't I? Should probably quickly go grab it before I forget again, because I will. There's a lot to explore, so I am going to forget a lot of things. Where did I leave it? It was just here, right? I should have brought a refinery. That would have been so useful. Okay. Continue on through here. That is a pipe you can go down. I have a feeling it's just going to lead to that area from before. So I'm not hugely bothered immediately. There's not anything else in this room. So let's go down. Yeah, that does, in fact, lead back to here. Unstable meat. You've become unstable, have you? Okay. It's worth collecting. I'm assuming something here is going to want that as a food source. Just remember, I came through that pipe. And plenty of slimes. Another one wanting a rock block though. I would assume this is going to link me back to where I started. Possibly, but it does get me a map. Oh. Oh, that is quite a large map, potentially. Okay. It is a map. I thought that would take me through. It doesn't take me through anywhere. This area is massive. I hadn't assumed that it would be quite so extensive in here. Oh, get some more tin petal. There's something up there. It's another receptacle, isn't it? A receptacle for what? I'm not quite sure, but it's definitely up there. I see you. And we've got a big button as we go through the big magma chamber. Oh, we're now outside. Very foggy down below, but we've actually got a scan. I'll be back in a moment. I feel like I've missed stuff in here. Is that really all we've got here? Possibly for now. I do want to be able to figure out what that thing is. It's clearly something of interest. I was really hoping I'd have a way through, and that would lead me just straight back to the portal, because there is still that gate. It's locked. Have I, like, missed something? It's just here. Unless that opens, I don't see how you get through that. I'd thought I powered it from both sides. The fact there's a third door. Could there be a little alcove in here, maybe? So I want to unlock the way through, is what I first want. Oh. No. Don't want shadow ports. What do you want? Metals? I don't know what it wants from me. Honey? It's not honey. I jumped up. Tar? No one doesn't care about a tar. Can I get a small slime? What about a chicken? Do you unstabilify things? No. I feel like I should throw a slime in. That's what my gut's telling me. Oh, phosphor slime, you're a test subject now. No. No way. I don't know what you are. You don't like want one of these, do you? Oh, doesn't seem to care. Bottom, there we go. Let's try and save the slimes from the tar. There we go. Got a tap anyway, so it's easily enough done. Is that all of them? No. That's all of them. There's another one. Don't care for a petal. Care for more regular types. Oh. I'll figure it out eventually. For now, I'd still want to try and get over to that, if possible. From here, there isn't anything I can do, is there? No. Going up doesn't help me. Okay, I'm gonna quickly leave the area. I'm gonna send some stuff back to base. Because I'm thinking if we're going out into big open area, there's gonna be something new that I want to collect. Also want to double check. the opposite side of the door, there are not any statues. What's that rock guy underneath? From here, I believe there was a grate. There no longer is a grate. Why not? I don't know. I would assume, though, there's another one of these things. I would assume that's now opened the door. Because this was pretty much directly under what I wanted to open. It was all rock slime blocks. So it would make sense. They'd all line up. I don't know what opened the thing down there. Possibly me pressing the button up top. Good. But yes, I now have a passageway through. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So I now have a way to easily get in and out of this area. Oh, I've fallen to my death. Oh dear. Well, it's fine, I'm sure. Biggest issue is I've lost all of the tin petals, but it's not too bad. Oh, hello. I was telling you, I saw this item and I just screamed Beatrix. It's a gift. It's a return home portal. That's actually useful. Hello, Abby. I bought you something. It might be nice to have out there. But if you already have one, I can't return it. It's more than my word, right? Hello, fellow human. As gifts for you. Yay, chickens. You've given me a rock. Thank you. That portal I might actually make, assuming that I can. I need more jellystone. What's the blue return home portal? I just never placed that. I guess I haven't. Okay. Yeah, just never actually used this. Well, isn't that useful? That would have been good a second ago, before I died. Ah, well, it's chill. Could argue I should look after my slaves. But adventure awaits. Adventure is more exciting. I'd say so. Anyway, running off this way, we can actually get your extra data. Here we are back at Ember Valley. The labyrinth must wrap around most of the island. Jeez, how long is it? Was I even in there? Next time I'm definitely bringing lunch. And an extra fork. And in any case, I need to rest up and head right back there. It's starting to feel like a truly amazing scientific and historical discovery. I need to make some calls. So we're just getting extra logs from all of this. Makes sense. But try not to fall in this time. And remember, this room is really not in a good state of repair. I ran forward thinking, oh yeah, it's just straightforward. Then gap. Caught me off guard. Tragic. Kind of understandable, but still tragic. Also, do I have any more refinery links? I do, I've got 2 spare. I could have just not died. I didn't even have to run home last time. Ah well. We have a return home portal, we have refinery links. Pretty much got all that we need. Grab a couple of hens. Maybe 3, just to be safe. Gonna grab some fruit and some vegetables as well, given a chance. Importantly, hello you. Isn't that beautiful? Despite everything, there's part of me that's still happy to see it all again. Yeah, this is still in the labyrinth? I'm confused. Yes, you're still inside the labyrinth. If you can believe it. It's a total recreation of aspects of environment outside down to the atmosphere. And more astonishing is the scale of it all. It's actually bigger on the inside than it is on the outside. A total mind bend. Not everything here will make sense at first, or maybe ever. So just do what you do best. Explore, collect, and figure out how best to navigate this place. Knowing your way around and understanding how things work here will prove valuable in time. Yeah. I don't remember the strange lights and how things got crazy, but I was in a room. When parts of the labyrinth begin to shimmer and explode with radiant light, you need to watch out. Call them Prisma Disruptions. Unstable bursts of energy created by the Prisma core. Come in waves, so learn to spot them and how to survive them. Because though disruptions are dangerous, will prove essential for our work here, in time. So that was the kind of glowy lights I was trying to figure out. Got it. We'll go back to exploring then. Okay, Beatrix, you know where to find me if you need me. Well, sort of. I know how to communicate with her if we need her. Not how to find her. Not yet. Assuming we will actually find her somewhere. From here... I mean, this is reminding me of where we found the phase slimes previously. Found a twin slime. With thyself and thy other self as well. So that's meant to be some kind of quantum stuff. In that case. Okay. Platform out there I don't think is important. I'm just exploring. I want to make sure I don't miss anything. That looks like a something over there. It's just a bush. It's not just a bush. It's got some kind of fancy peach on it. Is that what this guy wants to eat? Yeah. Polara cherry. Keep an eye out for them. I mean, our bushes are easy enough to spot. We've got 2 colours on them. So that shouldn't be anything too hard to come across in time. Just make sure I'm not missing anything down these holes. Doesn't look like it. Probably collect some more water as well. Oh. Can get more tin petals. There's one of those. Yeah, keep my distance from that apparently. So it starts to distort things. Things could include myself, I would imagine. Is this... yeah, same as before. Started interacting with it. I was going to read it, but then I saw it was the same as what we've already read. So I didn't. Fairly simple. Yeah, if I want a map, it's apparently in there. Whole bunch of guys down below. I want the slimes. So I will try and grab some of them. Should I grab the twin flames instead? Maybe. No, I should also maybe save these guys. I have water nearby, so I can always refill. Grab some florts. Grab some... what? Indigo. about as low as I could reasonably be towards those clouds. Like, I feel safe down there. But yeah, as I continue to go around, got some more of these. We do want those Polaris cherries. But I've still not seen my way up. Royal jelly. That's something I will value over chickens. Yeah, I should probably get rid of these towers. Away they go. That's just a regular chick. It's a chickadoo, I believe. Down here, we've got more quantum nonsense. Get more of these petals. Grab another one of them. Yeah, you could do platforming over all of those. Ah, there's also one of these. Are you going to tell me what this is? Watch the sunset inside the labyrinth. Darkness of night creeps in, and yet it's all an illusion. Or at least it has to be. Yeah, I've seen those shadowy slimes. What's up with them? Shadow slimes are a strange variant of slimes that seem to be the opposite polarity of Prismacore made manifest. I don't know if they're specifically created by someone to be this kind of opposing force, or if they evolved that way. You know, how nature always seems to find a way. Either way, shadow plorts seem to provide a kind of dampening effect to prism disruptions. It's a long shot, but they can somehow be used to negate the effects of a Prismacore. Any tips? Everyone's shooting things into them? I'll quickly flee from your plasma disruptions. Search areas not recently under effects of prisma disruption. So your group sneak up on them, try to knock as many portals out as possible. Bring extra junk just to hit them. Okay. Don't go chasing off a ledge. Fair enough. Yeah, why do you trust me with all of this, though? I'm no hero, Beatrix. So I knew that I needed a real hero to stop what's happening here. And a hero? Well, a hero you can trust. I mean, if you can't, then who else is there? So I tried to pitch for the perfect person for this job, and it was you. I've had my trust broken before. That's what caused everything to go wrong. I trusted the wrong people. This is my chance to make it right. Might not feel it yet? You're a hero, Beatrix. You'll become one in time. There's so many amazing adventures ahead of you, I promise. Time this will just be another chapter in the adventures of Beatrix LeBeau. Another story for some little girl to read under a tree and dream that her life might ever be as grand a tale. She's definitely from the future or something. She says light as well. I 100% have some kind of radiant light point I can use for this. Grab another twin. Port. Grab more Indigonium. Still just exploring. There is a lot to explore here. Got anglers in this section. Got what feels like a door we can maybe open. Is there a way on top of this? It's just a circular roof. I'd still like to get into there. The only way in looks to be from above. I mean, you can definitely get higher up. So I guess we aim for higher up. I also think we should probably put down our refinery link, or one of them anyway. I'll find a good spot somewhere. Somewhere we can reasonably get to. Here might be a decent enough area. I'm seeing what we have up this side. Then you have a light beam which wants to go pretty much back to where it came from. Does that do the job? Why is it blue? It needs to go into the rear of the thing. Maybe if I do something more like this. Okay, that works. It just stops working after a while. Okay, let's do something like this. I'm going to assume... No, that doesn't go to the right place. I'm going to assume I take this. It tells me when it's usable. It's not quite good enough. It doesn't have distance. Okay. Place you here. I'm gonna need another one of these, aren't I? I can somehow get one which points into this. Can I get an angle that works? Almost. Okay, I still don't have the range. Yeah, I'm gonna do more of them. Unless I can, like, capture it much earlier on. Okay. We'll come back here. I'll need to build more. I think it does give me good excuse to, however, give us a portal out. It's our way home. That is a refinery link we will revisit soon. Do want to get through there. You can't yet. Can I fly my way around? I don't think so. I don't trust that. Can I investigate this? It's very much been quantumified, or whatever this is. Got unstable fruits. Meats. Anything can be unstable, so that's good to know. Got unstable vegetables, meats, and yeah, fruits. So it isn't limited. I think we just need to head back. I don't think there's anything else about it. let's make my way back up. Find the railing. It doesn't matter if it's established, because we just need to head back. We need more of these trajectory things. I was right in my assumption that we didn't. Now, there's also possibly another angle we could approach from. I'm going to keep going with this one for now. And the refinery link has actually established now. There we go. We can stick our slimes back. That'll be all good. We don't need to worry about feeding them right this second. I'm gonna set these guys up over here, I think. Do I actually have plots here? Let me check my map. There's one up there, and then a few round the back. Reasonably enough, we would want to have slimes here and slimes down there. I think. Buy crawl, buy high walls, use it. Net. I'll buy a collector. Might as well get in the future. You can all just live in there. Is it like when I look away, you change colour, or? I don't know. Gonna have more there eventually. So I will grow some food here. That's now growing. Give it some bonuses, just so I get extras. And we want you guys to be fed. That'll feed them itself over time. I think the next thing I would want... No more messages over there? No. More radiant mirror things. Whatever goes where. Utilities, these fabricate. Get number 2. 2 should be plenty. Would assume. Don't think I needed anything else from there. Make sure my guys are at least somewhat fed. So I'm going to be away for a while. Can I make another quantum station to just feed these guys? Can my drone feed these guys? It can. I would assume it could. I want to actually check for that. Let me quickly see. You grab fruit, veg, or meat. Can't do all of the above. Okay. Your targets... Okay. I don't think we could necessarily feed things. I would like fruit from outside plots to go to auto feeders. Yeah, no, that would work. Oh, it's annoying you need especially like to give orders for what you want to be done. I'm not gonna buy that's gonna work. I think we grab stuff. We are now going to start just selling it. I have enough stored up from these guys in this area. I just need the money. I'm assuming that doesn't sell it from the silos. I don't see why it would. Let's grab all of that. Grab some stuff for this. Means we need to get some warts out of here. Get like some roosters and whatnot as well. I'm hoping that goes into where it needs to go. This ought to be plenty. If I shove it all in. Yeah. Should get an auto feeder for these guys as well, actually. Can afford it. And I think because it's vegetables and such, we tend to time out somewhat quickly. Okay. Leaving them with that. I'm now going to head back to where I was before. I've got my new devices. I'm curious what we have for us over in this. It says it's a lab. It's not much of a maze. I was expecting it to be more maze-like. More labyrinthine. You would expect, anyway. Making my way through here. Oh! I think we should pretty much straight shot through after I've opened all of these doors, right? Just ignore all of the fire. Actually, that's a point. Okay, that's a way back from somewhere else up here, somewhere. How did I get to there? So there's that door. I'm sure I'll figure it out eventually. I'm just a little curious. Anyway, now that we're inside this area, we probably don't need to grab any food for creatures, do we? I don't really care about golden slimes or anything. So, you know, I think we're fine. Just keep on moving. Biggest question is, can I get a reliable way of getting up there? What's this? Painful. Got it, that's what it is. Don't go jumping through those. This place seems considerably less stable than I thought it was. I don't think, like, walls of essentially flames was something I expected. Wait for energy to come back. Also, this thing got whatever easy. Creating lights. Some kind of flower. Yes, what I would like is probably do this in the more so easy way that I can. Which is do that. Do this. And do that. That should... I was going to say I should have opened the door down below. It's also moved something else. Put away this one also. I don't think it would move this. That's now shining somewhere for us. Oh, that's cool, but it doesn't really help. Does it? I didn't know where I had to go to progress, and I still don't know where I have to go to progress. So I think this might not be a good spot for these, because this doesn't lead to anywhere. I kind of assumed it would lead to a larger area through there. Okay, seeing as this is so out of the way then, pick those up. We're going to move them to probably down that way somewhere. I'm trying to think, where would be a convenient spot to have them? Possibly down there. Currently, I'm just looking to get up top of this. Which I've managed. Good stuff. I've done that. Looks like there's a more intended way to do it. Of going up this. However, I've not been in this tower. What have we got? There's one part of a twin slime. Twin slime eats fruit. For a second there, I thought it said it ate meat. I was really confused, but I think that's just one of the tabby slimes I must have looked at. You are going to be a pain. Okay. Good to know you're there. Anything else around this area? I mean, up above didn't have anything. What about through here? This. Seems like energize things that pass through. You want to be energized? I think they've been very much energized and won't be needing any more energy. They are completely safe somewhere, I promise. Yeah, to check, the way to get here is there is a set of stairs. Gets me some more royal jelly. Okay, so it's a case of if you wrap around here from the bottom, you then continue hugging the wall, there's more stairs, which then takes you over here. I'm liking these kind of Largo versions of the twin slimes as well. They are somewhat on the cooler side, I think. I'd like to get over there, but I think this takes a priority. I can then climb up this. There we go, that was a little trickier than I hoped. And then from here, where do I want to go? I mean, I found my way up. It's all well and good. But where do I want to now go with this knowledge? I guess I can get higher up still. That, and it gets me to here. That thing there looks important. Looks like it's going to focus down sunlight onto like that thing and then project it somewhere. That's just a complete guess. I don't know if it's true in any capacity. If this hides, notice there's you there. I can jump down, activate that, I can get a map. Good stuff. There was a locked door over there? Was there? I'll take your word for it, game. If I go up, what kind of thing did that want? Assuming it's not just a pink one, right? Slumber. Earth is a slumber. I don't know. But now that I'm up here, I feel like I've kind of maybe skipped the progression in the way it was intended at least. Let's make sure I go over here, do check for anything valuable, but I'm mostly wanting to mark it on my map. Slumber. I'd imagine it's like a sleepy slime from the name. Because it's like slumber. Yeah. Oh. An incredible view. So easy to get lost in the beauty of it. That is, until a Prisma disruption turns it all to chaos. Yeah, finding your way around here is hard enough without them. I thought that may be the case. I've been developing a gadget that should prove useful to you. I call it a disruption detector. It's exactly that. Placing around the labyrinth will tell you when a Prisma disruption is about to happen in that area. It even works in your map. I'll give you one I made myself, as well as the blueprints. You can fabricate as many as you need. I don't think I'll need that. Yeah, how do I get Prisma plorts? It can be acquired within the chaotic Prisma disruptions that happened all over the labyrinth. Prismatic disruptions will cause areas to suddenly glow with prismatic energy, intensifying over time. During these disruptions, you can find food on the ground that has become unstable. If you diss the slimes, you'll get an unstable plort. How do I stabilize it? Using stabilizers that you'll find in the labyrinth. Based on my findings, come in two forms. First, large rings. This is very useful, I think. Ring like ancient stabilizer devices, we tucked away in the labyrinth. They're big and hard to miss. Then, there are ethereal temporal stabilizers that randomly appear as small golden rings of energy during Prisma disruptions. Disruptions are chaotic, so keep your eyes peeled. In either case, shoot unstable plorts through these rings will yield Prisma plorts. And with ancient stabilizers, you can even leak through them to stabilize all your plorts at once. It's fun. Well, fun if it weren't for the fact the world around you at the time is likely exploding with dangerous energies and unstable plorts are flying out of your tank. Either way, it's an adventure, right? That is very useful. Can I find a particularly dangerous looking disruption? There had been one down there. Looks like there will be one down there before long. This is a shadow statue. Okay. Well, I'm 100% on board for that. I knew there'd be one somewhere. I don't have any plorts on me now. From up here, I could make my way down there easily enough. Also make my way over to that. What exactly is up this part of the map? This is what I expected to find here, wasn't it? Because, yeah. Fair enough. That's where I climbed on top of this to get over to that world. In which case... Still need the shadow plort. Still need unstable plorts. There's no obvious signs of any of them near me. I'll just grab a bunch of cherries. And we'll be on our way. Shadow plorts we'll be able to get in a second. It seems like getting hit by those petals more than this black indigonium stuff. Let's try and get rid of you ones. There we go. Because yeah, spotted we had this. Wants to go over to there. Can do. I can actually get the signal from quite an angle. There we are. Just quickly put away this. There we go. Wrong button, but I got it eventually. The tar is gone, all is safe. There's a geyser down here. Why do you exist? Is it just in case someone gets stuck? I think so. I don't see anything else of value. Except from this. This is going to have some shadow slimes in it, I believe. So that now activated. It looks to have turned this platform on. Which takes me to this. This feels important. What have we got inside? I mean, it's very dark. We've got more shadow slimes. Guess it doesn't hurt to give them a bit of a shoot. I completely missed it. That's fine. I've already got some of their ports. I'm not too upset. This looks to be a new area. Those just cotton slimes? Very saturated in colour, but I guess that kind of lines up, doesn't it? Do you want some unstable meat? We could feed this to any slime, right? Any of you want to eat it? Not yet. Get more shadowy ones if we want. Dream bubbles, here you. Assuming the dream bubble is useful. Let's see, there's a spring pad to help you get up to this. I can get up here next. I don't think I've got enough energy. Let's try not to fall all the way down. If I can find a slime who likes... Oh, never mind. My unstable thing's disappeared. Let's see if I can find a slime who likes meat. I can get an unstable plort. They don't last long, apparently. Fallen down again. Damn it. It's fine. I'm just exploring, that's what I'm doing. Try over here, get more dream bubbles. I don't think there's anywhere immediately to go as well. I do want to get up there. It's very worried there. I'm okay. I'm okay. Okay, let's try do this again. Hearing a drone somewhere. I can't tell quite where. I just want to climb up this. There we go. This time I was patient, and we've actually made it up. Some more royal jelly. Got some unstableness to our roads, but we found the button. Which brings this down for me. Okay. In which case, where does this take me? Takes me up here. Which in turn can take me over to a ring. It's all well and good. That alone doesn't help. You, however, as a ghostly drone, do. Where are you going from? Maybe the guy I was hearing before? Maybe. That's presumably, yeah, drone station module. This is where I came in, so I think we just head back up then, yeah. Can do. It's a very vertical area. It would be nice to have a stronger jet. Or maybe more energy reserves. I'll maybe need to look into it. That could be good. Sweet for energy. Still want to get on top of that tower. How do I get up to there? It's not a legit. Yes. I guess I can go up here. And then we skirt around the top of that. There we are. That's one tower, but it's not the tower I wanted, was it? Is it this tower? Yes, that does lead to stuff. I go over here. It's to a pipe. I mean, it could have anything along this pipe. We've got two definite ways down. One leads to maybe water. This doesn't. This leads to pots. It's arguably less useful. But a candied hen. That one is new. Where am I? I mean, I've got to send the light somewhere. Over to there, presumably. And try not to fall down that hole. I need to get it to there. Oh, this is going to be a tricky one, isn't it? Okay. Can I not place you in the water? No. In which case, I can't do that either. There's one. Probably get another one here. So I'm getting attacked. I can defend myself in a second. Okay, out of that menu. Go away, you. There's a few of these guys. All of them are being a menace. There we go. Don't fall down. There we go. That was... I thought we were gonna fall down. Oh dear. I'm glad I'm okay. That hole is in danger. We should have a barrier there. There we go. That now opened. Collect all of them. That leads me to where exactly? It's just like a regular old tree. That is something I want to go investigate. We're going back over here. This has become a heavily, like, tainted area, I guess. We want these to be transformed, if possible. There we go. You want fruit, don't you? Get more of them later. Unstable plorts. And I need to find somewhere to purify it. There we go. Gets me 2 regular ones. Got it. Got more unstable fruit. Find more slimes willing to eat it. You willing to eat unstable carrots? Maybe. What about you? Do you want more unstable fruits? Plorts do genuinely fly out in view as well, I like this. Unstable carrot, please? No? That's a shame. Alright, just take this. That'll do. To make my way up, we need to quickly get this purified. It's a feeling these are going to be quite valuable. They might even be useful in regards of whatever these things are on the map. Have I potentially lost something valuable? I did check out some shadowy plorts before, didn't I? Where did I put them? I can get those back. They're not that hard to get. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, I'm not sure where they've gone. Somewhere there are shadow plorts. I can just get some more. There we go. Got more shadow plorts. Lovely. That went easier than I thought it would. Okay, up to here. There's just a ramp. That's easier. From here, wait for my backpack. Oh, sorry, jetpack to recharge. I'd be curious to try and activate that. But I know I came from that building over there. I hadn't spotted this at the time. I could call this place Dreamland. Nice to meet way up here and while away for hours among the clouds. Okay. Yeah. It's just kind of wasted time here, seemingly. It's a nice place to forget about your problems. But yeah, is this where the labyrinth generates its atmosphere? Yes, I think so. Maybe even more. There's something different in the air here. It's hard to explain. It feels almost as if the clouds and even islands you stand on now are formed by the ether around you. Not built or assembled, but more gathered from tiny nothings in the air. Spent a long time on these islands, and sometimes I swear I could begin to feel a kind of flow to it. Like I was gaining control. Now, one day when I was feeling homesick, while I sat here and thought about how, when I was little, I would be out in my mum's garden in the evening and start to smell supper cooking from our house. It's a delight in seeing vegetables growing right in front of me, and while smelling their cooked aromas in the air. Felt like things were connected in a way. Then, while I sat here, I closed my eyes trying to picture that garden again. In that moment, I swear I could smell supper cooking. Open my eyes, there's a new island in the distance. It's ahead of me. And on it, there's a house I grew up in. It was only there for a moment before fading into the clouds. Still don't know if it was real or not. Oh, that's interesting, isn't it? So basically they're potentially, if you can imagine it, something can just become a reality. We can power that up as well. This one's going to be great to get power to this. The best angle I can probably get is that. If I take away you, that didn't quite work. Sounds like it works. Yes, that's powered up. Like I need to power both at the same time, which I don't think I'm capable of doing right now. No, I need to have another one of these. I mean, I could easily make more. How many more would I want to make? So we're going to introduce puzzles which require me to have multiple things lit up at once. I would argue up to maybe 8, possibly 10 I would want. I don't quite know. What I do know though is I might be able to actually get some stuff very quick. Oh, there's also this. That lowers Vista. Not hugely important. Making my way over. This is an interesting area. Partly interesting in that you can go down through this pipe. It's less interesting than I'd hoped. Is this like a central enough area on the map? Yeah, kind of. I think I will set up the portal back. I'm going to try and wrap up the stream. But there's a lot to investigate apparently in this area. And one last thing I would want to try is if I can get back to here. I want to see if I can use a plasma floor to power anything. There's also a thing that wanted a shadow, so I can do that. So just heading through here, we should be then fine. You wanna take me up? Yeah, there we go. I want to investigate this tree that looks kind of out of place as well. It's a large pink bonsai. It's a decoration. That's why it looks out of place. We're gonna be safe here. We're gonna drop and we're gonna wait. I think it was the top of this tower I want to get to. It's a slight journey to make. That shouldn't be anything too bad. Oh. He's got lost admiring the strange architecture and wondering where it all came from. Yeah, I'm not going to continue asking questions about it. I'm not all that interested, I'll be honest. I'm more interested in exploring, and you want a port as well, do you? Okay. I could certainly try and do that. It's honestly not too hard of a request. Yeah, I just need to feed one of these guys, which should be eminently doable. I think for now, I'll easily enough be able to get back down here. This place is going to contain my portal and a refinery. This is unstable stuff. I do actually need these ports in a second. I'm going to dump this instead. Unstable plort, just naturally formed. Vegetables, I believe the rock would eat that. Would you eat another? No, you wouldn't. What about you? Do you want one? It's wood. That other plort just disappear. I mean, the thing I need to purify has disappeared, so I'm going to say... Alright, that's fair game for now. You've finished, meaning I can then just shove all of this in. Gives me some extra space. Just ignore you, because you're being a menace. Okay. Quantum plort, or twin plort, sorry. Yeah, I want to get in the other side of there. This doesn't work. I'd hoped it would. It doesn't. It's doesn't know how you open up this gate. From the symbol, do I need to wait until night? And then this doors, maybe? I'm really unsure. Anyway, I need to make my way up top. Which I believe involved going around here. And then continuing around here. I'll also grab this. I've left some down there. Yeah, then stay to that side. Get some to here. Get to some more twin plorts. Where I would like to go over to this. Then over to this. Then make my way up and try to land twin plort inside of there. Given you a twin plort, what have you done? Are you trying to imply there's another one there? Because there's something missing. I'm not sure. We assume maybe there was another one missing because it's a twin. The opposite. We have fly towards the gap. Nope. Didn't work at all. What did this do? How has it helped? Definitely certain there's not one there. I'm not sure what that's done. It's presumably done something. Somewhere. Oh, hey Halcha, good to see you. It's been a while. Hope you're doing well. Hopefully all the problems of like car business have kind of been dealt with by now, because that's not been a fun time at all for you. Yeah, I hope you're doing well. You're doing well. I can climb down here. Is Sekir here? I don't believe so. I've not seen him today. Well, I should see him in a while. I hope he's doing okay. Sekir I have not seen today. If you just someone wants to say thanks? Ah, that makes sense. Well, I'll pass on the message if I do see him about. Don't you worry. I think he gifted 5 subs, so it's like discounted or something during the... Ah, okay, one of those is lit up. That's what I need to find the twin port skies for. Gosh, I figured it out. Yeah, regardless, I will pass on the message if I see him. He, during the discounted gift sub period, bought 5 of them to help donate towards charity. So I put that money towards charity for him. So yeah, I'll let him know. I'll let him know. Been working a lot, takes a lot out of you. Fair enough. You get home, you go to bed. My health's been bad because of work. That's not good to hear. I mean, I'm always happy to chat. Maybe hang out, play some games if you ever want to. I know you mentioned Civ 5 in the past. I got for playing some of that if you want. I'm happy to give you some company if you need. Alright? I'm sure there's also plenty of others who'd be happy to lend you company as well, so don't go thinking you're like on your own with everything. Assuming I need that slumber plot to get into there. But we're getting close. We're getting close to whatever that business is. We've also got that beam we've created a while back. I still don't know what it does. Kind of goes out into the middle of nowhere. Let's get out of your mood. Yeah, it's just how it is sometimes, isn't it? I mean, I'm not gonna like force anything on you. At the end of the day, like I am here if you need me. But it's up to you if you need me. I'm not gonna impose. Day off, it's a spa day. That sounds nice. Does that help much, hopefully? I hope it has. I'll just get on so you're not exhausted. That's good, that's good. I mean, it's nice seeing you here. But make sure you look after yourself, alright? Grab all of that. I think we're good to go through here. Back home. I hope you had a lovely day and your friend did as well. Oh, apparently we've made a lot of money while we've been away. That all ticks over at once, seemingly. Also, I don't know why I've got a rock slime here. Off you go, be free, rock slime. exactly what you did. I'm glad to hear. I'm glad to hear you're doing it best. Have this game? Number one. Yeah, I've played the first one quite a while back. And then my girlfriend got me this for Christmas. So playing this now. It's a lot of fun. There seems to be a lot more to the game than the first one though. So there's a lot more like running around back and forth. Which isn't necessarily a bad thing. There is a lot. There's a lot of the game needing to be sorted. I wonder, ideally, if I changed this, I had my hunter bats swap places with the guys through there. The pangolins? Wheat vod onions as I have it set up, I think it is. I could have all these be vegetables and then all of them be plugged into the auto feeders. That might be sensible. Think I'm getting this, but I haven't really played the first one. I mean, it's up to you. If you want a good recommendation for a nice chill game to play, I'd very much recommend Spiritfarer. It goes on sale quite a lot. And it's just fun. It's a fun time. Shadow plorts. I'll sell a couple. These ones sell for a lot, but I feel they're going to be too valuable for me to say no to. Let's see. In here, we want to make one of these. I need 10 plasma flow. I don't know if it's worth it. I really don't. Also like to get more quantum drones, but that's going to rely on diamonds, which are not the easiest to find. Regardless, though, I have a handed pen. Not quite sure how that works, but I've got him. So he's going to go live over here. I'll grab a rooster from elsewhere. But I'm not entirely sure what this guy's used to feed. Set you into there. We should have roosters we can easily enough and grab. But I'm glad you had a nice stable. Because stuff does get to you at times, doesn't it? Gets to anyone. And if, like I say, if you ever do need just someone to chat to get stuff off your mind, or you want someone to keep you company, send a message. Always happy to chat or play a game for a bit. These guys do need more food. I've also filled up on these. Stick one back in. There we go. I want to grab a single rooster. Also probably feed all of these guys because I think they're kind of new too. I've got quite a few things to hatch here. There we go. So we need to keep at least one rooster. You guys can be fed. Not that. No, stop that. That's bad. Had the wrong thing selected. Meant to feed you, not turn you into them. Well, one survived. That's good enough. Had very much the wrong thing selected. That's not good. Well, one's alive. It's fine. Fine. It's all good. Promise. I can get more boom slimes. I feel bad, but at the end of the day, I didn't kill all of them. I managed to save them after noticing the mistake quickly. Well, saved one. But still, it counts. It counts. Oh, yeah. I feel a bit bad about that. Feed all you. Give you some carrots. And you're trying to get the Femboy Friday. Maybe be a little while until next one. I'm not entirely sure, but I still do need to sort out stuff from the charity stream still. Meaning I need to at some point do a dating sim, I think it was for one of them, and a baking stream for another. Not like jokey dating sim necessarily, like an actual dating sim maybe. I don't know. I'm tempted to just do like the, was it Colonel Sanders dating sim? I think was one. I think that one I could reasonably enough do. That one could just be fun. So, I don't know if it's all that apparent. I'm not much of a dating sim person. But I will do them. I said I would from the charity stream rewards, so... I mean, I've kind of committed to it now, haven't I? Oh dear. I don't want to have committed to it. I mean, I got myself into this mess. Can't blame anyone else. Or do these guys just create portals? Use the portals? No. They're all blue now. Oh, that's pretty cool, isn't it? Cool. Yeah, next time I need to find out what that Slimber slime is. And also, we'd need to make more of these gradient projector guys. Because I'm thinking I might need like 8 of them, potentially. Like, how many more can I immediately make? What am I being limited by? I need to end the stream. I'm just going to keep going otherwise. It's just silky sand and lava dust. I get it. That's fine. For now, though, that is all. I'm loving this game. I'm glad I finally have access to more of a map. I'm curious. How'd I get to Bayabra? Press E. There we go. Yeah, because we've got this whole area. Seeing how long it took me to get through just these 2 sections, there's potentially a lot more here. We've also apparently got weather. I think that's weather as a whole, which is interesting. But yeah, for now, that is all. I'll hopefully see you about, and I hope you have a lovely evening, Halcha. Bye for now.